Hello viewers, I am Kausalya. Today we are going to solve problems 1 and 2 in exercise 13.3. Problem 1. A metallic sphere of radius 4.2 cm is melted and recast into the shape of a cylinder of radius 6 cm. Find the height of the cylinder. So here we are discussing about two shapes. One is sphere and another one is cylinder. And here it is clearly mentioned that a sphere is converted into a cylinder, right? So this is a sphere which is converted into a cylinder. And here the parameters are, you see the radius of the sphere is given, which is 4.2, and again the radius of the cylinder is given, which is 6 centimeter, right? So for our convenience we are taking, let R1 be the radius of the sphere and R2 be the radius of a cylinder. Now you see the sphere is converted into a cylinder, right? Therefore here the key concept is the volume of the sphere is equal to the volume of the cylinder, because one is converted into another. Therefore here the volume will always tally. So volume of the sphere is equal to volume of the cylinder. So what is the formula? It is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Since here I have taken R1 as the radius of the sphere, here I had written it as R1. And the next is volume of the cylinder. So this is given by the formula pi r square h. Since here R2 is the radius of the cylinder, here I had written it as pi R2 square h. So now just substitute the values, right? We know the value of R1 and R2. So here R1 is 4.2 and R2 is 6, right? So here you see we can cancel pi as it is common in both sides. Now the remaining terms are, you see here I had further arranged, since I need to find only h, right? I had arranged the remaining terms to the left hand side. So here 6 into 6 remains in numerator. When you move it to the left hand side, there it occupies the denominator part, right? So now in order to remove the decimal points, right, it will be very easier for you when you remove the decimal points, right? You won't make any mistakes. So here you see I am having after point, I am having here 1 digit, here 1 digit and here 1 digit. So totally 3 digits. So here what I am doing is I am multiplying and dividing the term by 1000. Right. So when I multiply the numerator by 1000, what happens? This dot, okay, this decimal points will be removed. So here it will be 4 into 42 into 42 into 42. Now here in the denominator part we don't have any decimal points, right? So what happens? This 1000 simply adds up here, right? So now when you cancel the common terms, right? So finally here we are ending up with the answer as 343 by 125. So here I believe you can do it by yourself, right? It will be easy. So 3, when you cancel 42 by 3 times, here it becomes 14. And again I had cancelled this 6 and 42, okay, 7 times. And again this 6 and 42 by 7 times. And this 4 and 1000, they cancel by 250 times, okay. When you divide 1000 by 4, the answer is 250. So again, you see you can cancel this 14 and 250, right? This is, I am doing it by 2. 7 2s are 14 and 125 times of 2 is 250. So again the h is given by 343 by 125. So again this is a normal division, right? So when you divide, finally we are ending up with the answer as 2.744 centimeter, right? So this is a normal division, right? So just I had done it for your thing, okay? You can just have a look at it if you have any doubt. Now we will proceed with our problem number 2. So the problem is metallic spheres of radius 6 cm, 8 cm and 10 cm respectively are melted to form a single solid sphere. Find the radius of the resulting sphere. So here how many spheres do we have? We have 3 spheres, you see, of radius 6, radius 8 and radius 10. We are combining these 6 spheres to form a single sphere, right? So these 3 spheres are combined to form a single sphere. So here we have to find the radius of this resulting sphere or this bigger one, right? So what is the volume of sphere 1? It is given by 4 by 3 pi r1 cube, right? So let this R1 as, let this 6 centimeter be R1 and 8 as R2 and 10 as R3. Right. So just substitute in the formula. So 4 by 3 pi R1 cube, 4 by 3 pi R2 cube and 4 by 3 pi R3 cube. Right. So just substitute the values here. Now what we have done, we have combined these three spheres. So now we have to add the volume of these three spheres, and that volume will be equal to the volume of the new sphere which is formed. Right. So you see, adding results in the volume of a new sphere. So now I am going to add all these terms, right? So here you see 4 by 3 pi 6 cube plus 4 by 3 pi 8 cube plus 4 by 3 pi 10 cube is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. Okay, let r be the radius of the new sphere. Right, if you have any doubt, kindly make a note of it. So next the thing is, you see 4 by 3 pi is common in all these terms. So I am taking that 4 by 3 pi outside. Now the remaining terms will be 6 cube, 8 cube and 10 cube. Right. And again this 4 by 3 pi and this 4 by 3 pi, they cancel each other. So finally here I am having, you see 6 cube is 216, 8 cube is 512 and 10 cube is 1000. So when you add all these terms, here we are having 1728. Right, which is equal to r cube. Now when you have a number like this, right, so you just factorize it. Okay, factorize it in terms of many numbers. So how to start your factorization? You see here, first we start with the least number, right, 2, because 1728 is an even number, so I start with 2. Right. So here 2, you see 8 2s are 16 and here comes 1. So 6 2s are 12 and 4 2s are 8. Again we can divide this number by 2, right? So again do it. So here comes 4 3 2. Again 2 is an even, so we can divide it by 2. So here the answer is 216. Again when you divide, here comes 108, and again when you divide it by 2, here do we have 54, and again when you divide it by 2, here comes 27. Right. So now 27 we can't divide it by 2, so we go with the next number. So here it can be divided by 3. So here comes 9, and again finally we have 3. Right. Now after doing this, just combine these terms and write. You see how many 2 we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So 2 to the power 6. And how many 3 I have? I have 3 3s. So 3 to the power 3, 3 cube, right? Now again, this 2 to the power 6 can be written as 2 to the power 3 into 2 to the power 3, right? Because you see 2 to the power 3 into 2 to the power 3 can be written as 2 to the power 3 plus 3, which is nothing but 2 to the power 6. Right. So I am splitting this 2 to the power 6 as 2 cube into 2 cube, which is into 3 cube is equal to r cube. Right. Now how to find r? You can easily remove these cubic roots because here all the power is 3. Right. So here r is nothing but 2 into 2 into 3. So which is nothing but 2 2s are 4 and 4 3s are 12. So this is the radius of the new sphere which is formed by combining all these three spheres. Right. So here comes the end of this video. If you have any doubt, let me know in the comment section. Thank you.